I think I'm live. I see YouTube telling me that I'm live, so I do hope that that is true. And here I am. Today we're gonna have a very fun live. I've got a few ideas, but I thought that today we will discuss our favorite authors. So I want to know who your favorite writer is, because this channel is basically a cat tuber, catfluencer, physics tuber, astronomy tuber, book tuber, cosmology fluencer type of channel. I thought it was pertinent to ask, what are people's favorite books or favorite authors? And I might take some of that into consideration going forward. Now, I know we have a lot of ideas already with certain astronomy topics that we want to cover, and certain cosmology topics that we want to cover, and certain popular science books that I especially kind of thought about already. That's on my list to grab and talk to everybody about and to cover materials from. But today, I wanted to catch up with everyone and ask about your favorite author and favorite book while I have a chance. So I have my favorite author right here. So for fun, I love to read Agatha Christie, and I have a book from her ready for when people want to discuss it. But at this time, I'm just kind of waiting for everybody to join and start the chit chat and like say hi to everybody and see everyone's comments coming in and chat messages and live messages coming in. And ooh, there is a kitty cat right there. And then I'll say hi to everybody, read your messages, and we will get started with our topic of today. So hello, welcome to the live. How are you doing? Hello. This is Ginger Ale. How is everybody doing? I realized that I did not, hi guest one, how are you? Hi Carlos, o English o Espanol. It's gonna be mostly in English. Sorry about that. I think I understand some Spanish, but probably not very fluent at it enough to go back and forth. Guest one says hello, good, okay. Hi, hello everybody. Thank you for joining the live. Thank you so much for joining. I'm just reading everybody's comments for right now. Hi Carlos, hi Polygraph, hi guest one, hi Zane, hi Carlos again, hi Brittany, how are you? Sorry, the messages are disappearing, so I have to look over in this direction and keep on. Madam G, like kar diya, bye bye. Thank you Zain, please do like the live. Thank you Brittany. Brittany says hi. Carlos says el primero que se mueva gay. I'm not sure what that means, Carlos, but thank you and welcome to the live. Guest one says okay. Thank you for liking the live. Jumki Singha says I love you. Oh, thank you. I love you too, Jumki. Terrell's Geno says hi. Me and my mom share an account, so yeah, my name is Anna, by the way. Ooh, Anna, how are you? If you could be any animal in the world, what would you be? I think a cat. Hi, Kate. Kate says, hey. Andrew says, what up? Hi, Andrew. What's up with you? Brittany / I believe Anna says, good. Oh, Terrell says, heart. I love it. Heart back to you. So many hearts. Hum aapko Didi ji bole ya baby ji. Oh. Shivam, hello, Chunky, you're so pretty. Thank you. Kate Rose says your hair is so pretty. Thank you so much. It's almost my birthday. Oh wow, which day in February is your birthday? My mom's birthday is in February. I have a lot of people. My best friend, mom, her brother, another friend. Everybody's birthday not everybody, but I know a lot of February babies. And in fact, one of my friends is about to have a baby. So I think that baby will also be a February baby. I hope, anyways. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Um, so happy birthday to the February babies today. Hi, says my vids, MMA teching, MMA the king, not teching, the king. MMA the king says hi, hello. Brittany says 18th. So Anna, is that February 18th is your birthday? Ooh, how nice. My name is Jeno. Really, I love you. Oh, hi Chunki Singha, love you too. Do you like drawing? I do like drawing and painting and coloring. I do. How did you know? Guest one, आपने reply नहीं किया, हम आपको क्या बोले? Oh, Didi G is good. What is your name? So the channel name is Baji the Handsome Cat, and the username for me is Oindri B, and sometimes also Baji's mom is just fine. आपको हिंदी आती है? हाँ जी, बिल्कुल आती है. आप कौन से देश से बोल रहे हैं? I'm in Boston in North America. I love this video. Thank you, Terrells. Anna says, same. Khana pina ho gaya ki banane ke liye aaye. No, I'm ab to kha liya, so I'm good with food for the day. Hi, says Evik Sunim. Chumki says, will you marry me? Anand says, hi ma'am. Hello Anand. Shivam says, आपको चाय पीना पसंद है या कॉफी? I love tea. चाय बहुत अच्छी लगती है, and but I drink coffee in the morning. I don't know, I ask a lot of questions. I got a VR. Can I guess your age? You can guess your age. Guess my age if you'd like. You know Hindi? I do know Hindi. It's not the most perfect Hindi, but I can definitely speak and understand it fully. I understand totally fine. 15. Guest one says my age is 15. 1-5? Oh gosh. 14. Terrells says I'm 8. Oh, hello Terrells. How are you? So I think I saw somebody said 25 and somebody said 15 and then 14. Well, that is very nice of you indeed. Look who is here. This is Baji Baba. This is Baji Baba right here. I'm almost 10 double digits. Wow, almost 10. That's pretty cool. मुझे आप यह बताएं कि अमेरिका में कितने % Indians रहते हैं? I'm not sure. I think it's a small percentage overall population. Tyrell says, "Aw, yes, this is Baji behind me." Brittany says, "Kitty, I have a tabby cat. अगर हम आपको दीदी बोलेंगे, तो आप हमको क्या बोलेंगे?" I love cats. Oh God, there is a kitty cat behind me. It's Baji. So we think that Baji is an American Shorthair, maybe British Shorthair mix, but mostly he's a domestic Shorthair cat, and he's a rescue, so we don't really know exactly what all the variety of breeds might be in him. He is very gentle. He's very chill. He doesn't complain much unless he wants love. So as long as he feels an abundance of love, he is good. He just wants love and food at all times. Other than that, so look at him. He's just chill and doing his thing. When other kitty cats might be sort of like when people come or if I move, Baji is sort of the chillest one, and he's very accommodating. I do think that, thank for subscribing. Thank you so much. I do think that he's like very timid and docile, and so that's why he doesn't complain much. But that, I try to make sure that he's not too scared and just like not showing it. But yeah, that's a little tidbit on Baji. He's a very, very gentle cat. Okay, Terrell said, I love cats. What breed? Cool cat. Do you play Roblox? I don't, but I know a lot of people on this channel who love to play Roblox. I want a cat. देखिएगा कहीं वह बिल्ली समान तोड़फोड़ नहीं दे. No, they don't do that. He's a very good Billy. He doesn't do anything, and even if he does, that's okay. He looks confused with his neck. You didn't reply. Anand, sorry about that. What was your question? Anand, let's see if I can find your comment. Anand, can you say it again? I don't see it. It must have gone by too fast. Sorry about that. I subscribed. Thank you, Brittany, Anna. Cute. Hello, Billy Bob. Good night, Anna. वैसे उसे बिल्ली का क्या नाम है? This kitty cat is called Baji. That's the channel name as well. Hi, Nausat. I subscribed. I'm back. Like done. Thank you. Could you please like the live? Anybody who's coming in, liked and subscribed. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. That was fun. I saw a lot of different comments coming in. Thank you, Terrells. Thank you, guest one. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciated everybody's support and saying hi to everyone. Nausat, how are you today? Good morning. Good morning to Sri Lanka, India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan. Good morning, Asia. I might have to go to bed soon. Guest one says, that's okay. I get it. It's 11 p.m. If you have to go to bed, I understand. Good night to my young friends in North America, South America, who might have to go to bed. Very early good morning to Europe and I believe Africa. Maybe good afternoon to Australia, New Zealand, and I think in general, just all the time, sunlight, daytime to Antarctica. I'm good and you're good. Yes, pretty good. It's 9:05 for me. Oh, so I'm on the East Coast, so it's 11, so you must be maybe Central Time. Same. Perfect. Let me clip that. I love your cat. Thank you, Terrells. Thank you. What is special today? Well, meeting a lot of new friends today here on the channel. That's pretty special. Brittany, do you play Roblox? I do not. I do not play Roblox. Anna. I keep saying Brittany because I see the name right there, but I believe you told me that it's actually Anna. Thank you for coming to the channel. Thank you, everybody, for saying hi. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate that you all said hi. And Terrells plays Roblox. So Anna, Brittany, you will meet other people who probably play Roblox on the live stream here. I have quite a few young subscribers who seem to play that and want to play that and mention it on the live chat. So there you go. I'm drinking a little bit of ginger ale, and that right there is Baji. I don't play Roblox, says guest one. Terrells, yay! So Nausat and others who might be joining, who are sort of my regulars, today I decided we will talk about our favorite books and authors. So if you have a favorite book or author, then put it down in the chat and I will read it. Maybe I'll look the person up if I don't know that author or book. And I also will show you my favorite author and book, which is Agatha Christie. And she wrote, she's of course the Queen of Murder, Queen of Crime, and Queen of Mystery. And she wrote this book called Evil Under the Sun. It's one of my many favorites by her. So that's who my favorite is. Who is your favorite author and favorite book? And while you tell me that, let me go grab my laptop, because actually I can see your comments a lot easier on the laptop. So let me go do that. One more sip. Hello everybody, welcome to the live. Coming soon. Yes, Baji loves to loaf. That's very true. Actually, Guts by Raina Teg. Ooh, so is that your favorite book and author? Wow. I'm just adjusting the heat. Sorry about that. Had to get up really quickly to adjust the heat. Oh, I don't mean to block you, Baji. Here you go. So with this with this type of live, you'll have a direct view to Baji as well as to me. So we're both part of the live. John Patrick Green and Day. Okay, let me read your comment over here on the laptop where the comments don't disappear so quickly. Sorry, I'm on this interface on the iPad where the comments sometimes go by too quickly. So give me 1 second and I will read everybody's comments that I may have missed in the last couple of minutes. Yay! Guts by Raina Tegelmer. Wow! They're both series. Doro! Hello! Okay, we're discussing our favorite book and author today. It's gonna be a fun live. Instead of doing the usual astronomy, physics, cosmology on this iPad live, which is the type of lives we're doing these days because my phone is still broken and the new phone is still not here, we are going to be speaking about our we're going to be speaking about our favorite book and author. So Doro, who is your favorite author and what is your favorite book? If you have one, feel free to share. Favorite book, easily 1984. Okay, so let me read everybody's comments because the chat messages sometimes go by too quickly. Doro and everybody who is joining, please do like the live. Much appreciate. Like the live, please. Thank you. I watch your video. Thank you, Terrells. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you. Okay, guest one says he is a loaf. Brittany said Guts by Raina is the favorite book. Terrells was asking question mark. Steven, what's your favorite book and favorite author? And thank you for liking the live. Please do like it, the live. Guest one says John Patrick Green and Dave Pilkey, Investigators and Dogman. Are these series? I'm not familiar, but good to know. Terrell says, yay, Guts by Raina. They're both series. Dora says the favorite book is 1984. I also have not read that. What is the book about, Doro? Brittany said, what's your biggest talent? I think reading and writing might be my biggest talents, actually. I think that's what it is. iPad Live, I watch your video. Thank you. Thank you, Terrells. Hi, boss. Hi, Steven. Kind of tough. Don't really follow any. My bud, Chris Akin, is a dang good author. Steven is here. I have a lot of favorite authors, but I like Harry Turtledove. He wrote a book called Guns of the South. Really? Thank you, everybody, for being here, and thank you for liking the live. Whisper, Stuffy Nose, I feel you. 1984 is about a revolution in a dystopian world. Great read. Could not go to the doctor today. We got snowed in by 6 inches. I love 1984 too. Oh gosh. I think you mean Brian Cox, but okay. Thank you for coming to the live. Please put in the chat what is your favorite book and or favorite author. Love to learn it. NASA, thank you. I'm making a comic book of my OCS. I'm not sure what OCS is, but I rescheduled for next week. Okay, hopefully that's okay, Steven. Hopefully, but yeah, we got a lot of snow too. I dug out my car from all of the snow last night before going to the gym, and then yeah, I didn't go live earlier, or I would have showed you all the snow on the ground still. I also like Michael Crichton. Crichton? Is that how you say that? And his Jurassic Park. Oh, Jurassic Park. Guest one has original characters. Oh, I favorite books. History? You like history books the best now, Seth? Cool. Thank you for liking the live. Could we get 10 likes? Could we get 20 likes? Terrell says, I'm a kid. Yay! We have kids in the live. Very nice. Favorite books is history. OC means original character. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Original characters. What's your favorite genre? My favorite genre is murder. Murder mystery. For fun, I like to, well, you know my favorite topic is astronomy, physics, cosmology. But if I'm trying to relax purely for fun, well, astronomy is kind of relaxing too. But I guess other than academic topics, my favorite genre is right here. Right here. It's my favorite author, Agatha Christie, and one of her books, Evil Under the Sun. But also, the ladies love murder stuff, okay? I love anime. 1984 is about Big Brother. I have 10 original characters so far. Wow! Have fun with the writing. Terrell says, I love your voice. Thank you. Oh, it's done. Ooh, wow. Well, congratulations, guest one. Somebody said they like my voice. Thank you so much, honey. Thank you. Favorite your voice songs. देखा तुमको जब से बस देखा तुमको यारा तुमसे कोई सच्चा है न तुमसे कोई प्यारा यूं नजरें न फेरो तुम मेरे हो मेरे तुम कह दिया you are my Sonia. Since you said you like my voice, here's a song for you. You can be the original character of my character. You'll sing your way across the galaxy. I meant comic. You can be the comic. Are you calling me a comedy? Are you calling me a comic as in a funny? I am funny. Aw, thank you. You नजरे न फेरो तुम मेरे हो मेरे तुम कह दो ना you are my Sonia. You are my Sonia. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, Sonia I think means you're my lover, you're my cute person. Soni kuri. I think Soni kuri means pretty girl, like Punjabi. You are my Sonia. I definitely read your book. I'm also writing my own sci-fi book that is Star Wars based, but is based in our galaxy 1,000 years in the future. Ooh, 1,000 years only. What about a book of our galaxy when we have become an elliptical galaxy after merging with Andromeda in roughly 6 billion years? How about that? Or maybe in 3.2 billion years. You could set your book to that point in time. Guest one says, he. You're definitely funny, but no, do you even understand English? 10. Where's my 20 likes? Why are we only at 10? Why? Q, K, K. I don't know what those languages exactly were. But why are we only at 10 likes? Why? Sorry, gotta go to bed. Guest one. Good for you, man. Or woman, or girl, or boy. Or they, them. I'm also writing my own sci-fi book. Wow. Thanks. I do not use any characters from the Star Wars universe, but created my own characters and vehicles. Good luck, Stephen. Can't wait to read your book. Once you have your book published, send me a copy and I will do a book reading for you here on the channel. I love to draw and write. Aww! I love to paint as well. I love to draw, paint, color, write, read, walk, oceans. Those are my favorite things. These are a few of my favorite things. Audrey just made the book super intelligent. I think all it needs, Stephen, my expert editing opinion, is that you just need to set it at 3.2 gigayears from now. And then we will be at a closed passage with Andromeda. Ooh, and you can then say that Andromeda enriched our galaxy's gas clouds with more enriched, metal-rich. I know, like, this is just sci-fi, right? So we don't have to be super accurate. Although these could be looked up. You could say that Andromeda's merger with us made our gas cloud more enriched, made our interstellar gases more enriched, and that led to a whole new solar system, and that solar system could support alien life, and then your main character could be part of that new solar system in 3.2 gigayears. How about that? In fact, I think now I will write this book. देखा तुमको जब से, बस देखा तुमको यारा, तुमसे कोई सच्चा है या तुमसे कोई प्यारा. You नजरे ना फेरो तुम Made it, who made it? Though I have a few books already. I don't know what. I know not what you mean. I know not what you mean. Oindra's gonna write a book. I have already written books, obviously. Guest one says, I go by all genders. Very nice, guest one. I love to draw and write. I want a copy too. Yes, Stephen, your copy must come to me immediately, as soon as you release it, because I will do a reading for you. I'd love to read your sci-fi, and then I'd love to read a snippet of it on the channel. So be sure to tell me about it. Good night, Terrells. Good night, honey. Hi, Brittany. Hello again. I read a book called 30 Seconds Over Tokyo. Oh, which is based on the Doolittle raid in WW2, World War II, written by a flyer in the raid. We will rock you. That's what NASA suggested. No, I used to collect comic books. Dang, I'll write one too. How I Failed My Parents by Doro. Now Sat says well done. Well done. Thank you. It would be wild. Did you fail your parents? Aren't you an architect? How is that failing your parents? In what way have you failed your parents? But I decided that I wanted to write a book like Star Wars, but use my own characters, vehicles, and even have Earth in it. But it gets destroyed. Oh no, Earth gets destroyed? Let me read the back of this book, which is my favorite book. Well, it's not the favorite book. This is my favorite author. Hi, Harper. If you like details, I think you'd like it. I describe my stuff in detail. Of course I like details, Stephen. Of course. What are these message retracteds? What are you doing, Doro? I love details. Let it be Star Wars before it became lame. There you go, Stephen. Harper, what's your favorite book and or favorite author? Mine is Agatha Christie, and here's a sample of her book. My typos sometimes are too bad, so I retracted it. Oh, that's okay. I failed them in many ways, but definitely not career-wise. I decided that I wanted to write a book like Star Wars. Oh yeah, I read that. In the end of my last book, I do include the Andromeda Galaxy. I have handwritten 4 books so far. Aww, that's amazing, Stephen. Mine is any Colleen Hoover books. Look at you guys. I'm learning a lot about you guys. Colleen Hoover. Many of these authors and people I don't really know very well, but good to know. Good to know. I know I usually cover astronomy, physics, cosmology, those types of things, but this is really helpful as well. I've actually covered a couple of Agatha Christie books as well on the channel when we were getting started. Get them on a computer. There's probably some sort of technology that can put your handwritten books on a computer. Won't admit. What do you mean? I do admit I like it. What do you mean? I do like the random lives. Can I get 20 likes? She won't admit she likes doing random casual streams. It's true. My dad had me read a book called The Andromeda Strain by Michael Crichton, and I was only like 12 at the time. Hi, Brittany. Luckily for her, she's good at physics, cats, and casual streams. Aww, thank you. There's Baji, sleepy, sleepy, sleepy deepy. Andromeda Strain. So there's a book called Andromeda Strain. BJ, how are you? Welcome to South Korea. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Your author, Leona Darvency. Leona Darvency. I don't know if I know that one. And a song by Shadow Gallery, Andromeda Strain. Welcome from Belgium. Hello. Okay. So the back cover of this book, the beautiful bronzed body of Arlena Stewart lay face down on the beach. But strangely, there was no sun, and Arlena was not sunbathing. She had been strangled. Ever since Arlena's arrival, the air had been thick with tension. Each of the guests had a motive to kill her, including Arlena's new husband, but Hercule Poirot suspects that this apparent crime of passion concealed something much more evil. Actually, I liked these books a lot when I was a teenager. They're still kind of relaxing to read though. But yeah, this was like, this is it, man. This is it. John Grisham. Yep, I know that one. I know that author. Mega Ghost. Mega Ghost. Hello, honey. Hi, Mega Ghost. What astronomy question do you have for me today? I know you asked astronomy questions one time. Welcome, Fuji, Baji, and Suji. Hello, Harper. In the first book, Earth's destroyed by people survive and now live on Alpha Centauri Prime, ruled by humans. Do you mean a planet that's around Alpha Centauri? Because Alpha Centauri is a star. I have been reading John Grisham. There's nothing girls love more than murder mystery stories. Doesn't matter the race of said girl, they love these stories. I like Stephen King books too. Stephen King! Yay! Who's your favorite author if you're joining the live? Welcome to the live and tell us your favorite author and or favorite book. I decided to choke. It can be Black Beauty, if you like. Mega Ghost says, I don't know. You don't know your question for me today? That's okay. You can tell us your favorite author and or favorite book. I've read a few of King's books too. Great author. Stephen King went way off the deep end. I can't enjoy them anymore. Found out John Grisham lives here in Virginia too, like me, as well as lives in Mississippi. So he lives in Virginia and Mississippi. Is that right? Really? Are you serious right now? Wow. I like to read the Bible before bed. What a good kid you are, Harper. If you watch the movie Maximum Overdrive, King makes an appearance in the movie. Maximum Overdrive is a classic. Okay. I don't know that one. There's much that I don't know. Wow. He's the guy at the ATM machine. Really? So he appears in this movie at the ATM machine. It's not a murder mystery or a romance movie. What do you know, Doro, about the ladies in your short life and time here on Earth? I like Musai history. Oh, really? Jesus history? Oh, oh goodness. I'm looking at your comment over here and over here. Whoops. I don't know anything about the ladies besides. Okay, so let me do a little reading from this book for you guys. And you can keep telling me who is your favorite, if I can type, author or book. Netflix and chill? What do you mean? I'm a bit sick. Oh no, feel better. Feel better. Netflix and chill time on Restream edition. That's very true. That's very true. You know the stream. Favorite history, Muhammad. I read the book that has the short story Maximum Overdrive and Children of the Corn. Ooh, sounds very interesting. Yes, I do. Harper, you cannot be sick. Ah. Okay, while you guys catch up with each other, let's see. Let's read. This book is dedicated to John in memory of her last season in Syria. I do believe that Agatha Christie was married to an archaeologist, however you say that. I believe her second husband, so she went on a lot of trips with him and was able to make those places a setting of her story. Archaeologist. Is that not how you say it? Archaeology. Found out when I checked out a Grisham book at a local library. Okay. Archaeologist? Well, one of those had to be. When Captain Roger Angmering built himself a house in the year 1782 on the island of Leathercombe Bay, it was thought the height of eccentricity on his part. A man of good family such as he was, should have had a decorous mansion set in wide meadows with perhaps a running stream and good pasture. Children, settle down for the book, for the story, and also keep on talking with each other. No problems with that. Settle down, grab a cup of tea, grab a popcorn, grab a snack, and listen to the story of tonight. and you can also keep on live stream chatting. But Captain Roger Angmering had only one great love, the sea. Ooh, like me. Aww. So he built his house, a sturdy house too, as it needed to be, on the little windswept, gull-haunted promontory cut off from land at each high tide. He did not marry. The sea was his first and last spouse. And at his death, the house and island went to a distant cousin. That cousin and his descendants thought little of the bequest. Their own acres dwindled and their heirs grew steadily poorer. In 1922, when the great cult of the seaside for holidays was finally established, and the coast of Devon, ooh, I've been to Devon, and Cornwall was no longer thought too hot in the summer. I'm going to put my feet up too. There. Was no longer thought too hot in the summer. Hi! Arthur Angmering found his vast, inconvenient, late Georgian house unsaleable. Unsaleable, no resale value on this real estate, but he got a good price for the odd bit of property acquired by the seafaring Captain Roger. That's why I'm reading, Grimmy, since you can't. That's okay. The sturdy house was added to and embellished. A concrete causeway was laid down from the mainland to the island. Walks and nooks were cut and devised all around the island. There were 2 tennis courts. Ooh, I like tennis. Sun terraces leading down to a little bay embellished with rafts and diving boards. The Jolly Roger Hotel, Smuggler's Island, Leathercombe Bay came triumphantly into being. And from June till September, with the short season at Easter, the Jolly Roger Hotel was usually packed to the attics. It was enlarged and improved in 1934 by the addition of a cocktail bar, a bigger dining room, and some extra bathrooms. The prices went up. People said, "Ever been to Leathercombe Bay? Awfully jolly hotel there. On a sort of island, very comfortable and no trippers or charabancs, however you say that word, Charabancs. Good cooking and all that. You ought to go." And people did go. Aww. Stephen says, yes it does. I read another series where the CSE wins the Civil War and the Allies lose World War I. The good stream is on. Thank you. I know we're reading, but that ring looks cool. Thank you. I've read the Bible in small parts. Please, you read book Quran, the all real history. Are you asking me to read the Quran? I can. Send it. I don't have one currently. Or I would. Right now, here is the Quran, right here. My Quran. There was one very important person in his own estimation, at least. What would life be? Okay, let me read this and then I'll address your question. there was one very important, you guys can't see my feet, right? Okay, good. There was one very important person, in his own estimation at least, staying at the Jolly Roger. Hercule Poirot, resplendent in a white duck suit with a Panama hat tilted over his eyes, his mustaches magnificently befurled, lay back in an improved type of deck chair and surveyed the bathing beach. A series of terraces led down to it from the hotel. On the beach itself were floats, linos, rubber and canvas boats, balls and rubber toys. There was a long springboard and 3 rafts at varying distances from the shore. Off the bathers, some were in the sea, some were lying stretched out in the sun, and some were anointing themselves carefully with oil. It is like a calm Disney movie, isn't it? On the terrace immediately above, the non-bathers sat and commented on the weather, the scene in front of them, the news in the morning papers, and any other subject that appealed to them. On Poirot's left, a ceaseless flow of conversation poured in a gentle monotone from the lips of Mrs. Gardiner, while at the same time her needles clacked as she knitted vigorously. Beyond her, her husband, Odell C. Gardiner, lay in a hammock chair, his hat tilted forward over his nose, and occasionally uttered a brief statement when called upon to do so. He didn't speak unless called upon. Disney made this book a movie? It's not too calm and friendly. So you asked what would life be like at Mars? Well, it would be kind of cold. It's a little cold on Mars. But other than that, it's not too bad. Not much of an atmosphere. So breathing could be a little difficult, but at the same time, you know, that can be solved and with money. And it does not have a poisonous atmosphere like Venus. So, you know, and the surface of Mars is a lot like Earth. And the red color is because of rust. So, not too bad. It would be fine. Just bring a jacket. Because it's cold. On Poirot's right, Miss Brewster, a tough, athletic woman with grizzled hair and a pleasant, weather-beaten face, made gruff comments. The result sounded rather like a sheepdog whose short, stentorian barks interrupted the ceaseless yapping of a Pomeranian. Mrs. Gardiner was saying, and so I said to Mr. Gardiner, why, I said, sightseeing is all very well, and I do like to do a place thoroughly, but after all, I said, we've done England pretty well, and all I want now is to get to some quiet spot by the seaside and just relax. That's what I said. Wasn't it, Odell? Just relax. I feel I must relax, I said. That's so, isn't it, Odell? Mr. Gardiner, from behind his hat, murmured, yes, darling. Oh yeah, I love this stuff. I love it. Mr. Gardiner, from behind his hat, murmured, yes, darling. Mrs. Gardiner pursued the theme, and so, when I mentioned it to Mr. Kelso at Cook's, he's arranged all our itinerary for us, and been most helpful in every way. I don't really know what we'd have done without him. Well, as I say, when I mentioned it to him, Mr. Kelso said that we couldn't do better than come here. A most picturesque spot, he said, quite out of the world and at the same time very comfortable and most exclusive in every way. And of course, Mr. Gardner, he chipped in there and said that, what about the sanitary arrangements? Because if you'll believe me, Mosey Poirot, a sister of Mr. Gardner's, went to stay at a guest house once. Very exclusive, they said it was, and in the heart of the moors. But would you believe me? Nothing but an earth closet. So naturally, that made Mr. Gardner suspicious of these out-of-the-world places, didn't it, Oda? Didn't it? Why, yes, darling, said Gardner, but Mr. Kelso reassured us at once. The sanitation, he said, was absolutely the latest word, and the cooking was excellent. And I'm sure that's so. And what I like about it, it's in time, if you know what I mean. In time. Being a small place, we all talk to each other and everybody knows everybody. If there is a fault about the British, it is that they're inclined to be a bit standoffish until they've known you a couple of years. After that, nobody could be nicer. Nobody. Now Seth told me to just relax? How dare you? I hate relaxing, it's overrated. I'm hyper until bedtime. Mr. Kelso said that interesting people came here. And I see he was right. He was. There's you, Monsieur Poirot, and Miss Darnley. Oh, I was just tickled to death when I found who you were. Who you were. Wasn't I, Odell? You were, darling. I love how her husband responds. Ha! Said Miss Brewster, breaking in explosively. What a thrill, eh, Monsieur Poirot? Hercule Poirot raised his hands in deprecation. Deprecation. But it was no more than a polite gesture. You know, polite gesture. Mrs. Gardner flowed smoothly on. You see, Monsieur Poirot, I'd heard a lot about you from Cornelia Robson, who was. Mr. Gardner and I were at Badenhof in May, and of course Cornelia told us all about that business in Egypt when Lynette Ridgway was killed. Oh, I love this other story as well. She said, you were wonderful, and I've always been simply crazy to meet you. Haven't I, Odell? Yes, darling. And then Miss Darnley, too. I get a lot of my things at Rosemont's, and of course she is Rosemont, isn't she? I think her clothes are ever so clever. Such a marvelous line. That dress I had on last night was one of hers. She's just a lovely woman in every way, I think. From beyond Miss Brewster, Major Barry, who had been sitting with protuberant eyes glued to the bathers, grunted out, distinguished looking gal. Mrs. Gardner checked her needles. I've just got to confess one thing, Monsieur Poirot. It gave me a kind of a turn meeting you here. Not that I wasn't just thrilled to meet you, because I was. Mr. Gardner knows that. But it just came to me that you might be here, well, professionally. Professionally. You know what I mean? Well, I'm just terribly sensitive, as Mr. Gardner will tell you, and I just couldn't bear it if I was to be mixed up in a crime of any kind. You see, Mr. Gardner cleared his throat. He said, You see, Monsieur Poirot, Mrs. Gardner is very sensitive. The hands of Hercule Poirot shot into the air. But let me assure you, madame, that I'm here simply in the same way that you are here, yourselves, to enjoy myself, to spend the holiday. I do not think of crime, even. I do not even think of crime, no. No, just like I'm not even thinking of astronomy today. Just no. Miss Brewster said again, giving her short, gruff bark. No bodies on Smuggler's Island. Hercule Poirot said, Ah, but that, it is not strictly true, he pointed downward. Regard them here, regard them there, lying out in rows. What are they? They're not men and women. There is nothing personal about them. They are just bodies. Major Barry said appreciatively, Good-looking fillies, some of them. Bit on the thin side, perhaps. God. Yes, Baji's right there. Poirot cried, Yes, but what appeal is there? What mystery? I am old, of the old school. When I was young, one saw barely the ankle. The glimpse of a foamy petticoat, how alluring. The gentle swelling of the calf, a knee, a berry-boned garter. Naughty, naughty, said Major Barry hoarsely. Much more sensible the things we wear nowadays, said Miss Brewster. Why, yes, Monsieur Poirot, said Mrs. Gardner. I do think, that our girls and boys nowadays lead a much more natural, healthy life. They just romp about together and they Mrs. Gardner blushed slightly, for she had a nice mind. They think nothing of it, if you know what I mean. I do know, said Hercule Poirot. It is deplorable. Deplorable? To remove all the romance, all the mystery, today something is standardized. Everything is standardized. He waved a hand towards the recumbent figures. That reminds me very much of the morgue in Paris. Monsieur Poirot, Mrs. Gardner was scandalized. Bodies arranged on slabs like butcher's meat. But, Monsieur Poirot, isn't that too far-fetched for words? Hercule Poirot admitted, It may be, yes. All the same, Mrs. Gardner knitted with energy, I'm inclined to agree with you on one point. These girls that lie out like that in the sun will grow hair on their legs and arms. I've said so to Irene, that's my daughter, Monsieur Poirot. Irene, I said to her, if you lie out like that in the sun, you'll have hair all over you. Hair on your arms, and hair on your legs, and hair on your... Okay, and what will you look like then? I said to her, didn't I, Odell? Oh, hi, Baji. He's up. Yes, darling, said Mr. Gardner. Everyone was silent, perhaps making a mental picture of Irene when the worst had happened. Mrs. Gardner rolled up her knitting and said, I wonder now. Mr. Gardner said, yes, darling. He struggled out of the hammock chair and took Mrs. Gardner's knitting and her book. He asked, what about joining us for a drink, Miss Brewster? Not just now, thanks. The Gardners went up to the hotel. Miss Brewster said, American husbands are wonderful. I'm going to bed night. See you in 5. Well, maybe a different sibling in 5. That their lives will become one of these crime, murder, true crime stories. Who? Why? Well, then they would be interesting. So I don't think so. Doesn't get colder here until next week. Wow, Doro, telling us where you are. Goodness gracious me. Good night, Harper. What do you mean, watch her down? What is the meaning of that? Now, Sap. I need to put it on computer first. Starting with book 1, where Earth is destroyed and you meet my main hero, me. Wow! And at the end of my last book, I wrote, I include the Andromeda Galaxy as a probe goes through a stargate and comes out in the Andromeda Galaxy hours later. You already know I'm somewhere down south. Oh, I see. I'm gonna guess Atlanta, Georgia. That's what I'll guess. Atlanta, Georgia. I just looked at my friend's message. I hate Atlanta, such a bad city. Okay. So you are in Atlanta if you have such strong feelings. If it's such strong feelings. Oh my gosh. I even create a battle station like the Death Star, but make it look like a comet. What did you guys think of my Agatha Christie reading? Shall I continue this for a few days? Shall I continue Agatha Christie readings and fun book readings for a few days before I resume physics and astronomy? The story didn't really get started yet, but I'm just wondering, should I read a bit more? Okay. Okay. Aww. I'm making Galentine's Day plans for this weekend with my gals. So I'm gonna think of ideas for things to do. Let me know if you have any ideas. I say keep doing the various things. A variety of the various stream types would be cool. I say keep doing the various things. A variety of the various stream types would be cool, in my uninformed opinion. Dorothy in Nike, go look it up. I'm related to a great aviator. Audrey's gonna go out. They're my friends. Okay, my live just became kind of weird. They're my friends. Okay, I feel like I messed up my live on my laptop. So, yeah. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. In fact, hang out with Baji. I'll be back. Here you go. I'll be back. You guys continue the two-day water break. Continue the lively discussion about your favorite book and author, and in fact, writing your own book. I used to live 30 minutes from Washington, D.C. and do not miss the D.C. area and the mess that is traffic around the city. Okay, I think we might continue the Agatha Christie or some kind of fun book reading tomorrow. We might. But thank you so much for joining. Hang out with Baji. Please do like the live. And I will see you in a bit. Oh my gosh. Suji. Harper! Aww. Songbook. I just want to make sure that my thing is not gonna... There we go. Okay. Are these things off? Off. 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 Off and off. Great. I just had to do some check. Hello! Thank you for being here. Please do hang out with Baji and leave your comments. I'll read them.